Imagine you're on the real edge of the world, in the heart of Antarctica. It's just you and a few other people crazy enough to attempt to climb the tallest mountain on the ice continent. It's minus 30 degrees.
I've never been this cold.
You start the summit push hoping for a smooth and quick climb, and then the weather deteriorates.
Yeah, we're just thinking it's gonna be frostbite weather.
This is the story of an Antarctic storm I experienced, where extreme temperatures combine with 60-mile-per-hour winds to create pure, wild chaos on the scariest night of my life. I'm Ava, and I'm a full-time adventurer. I want to bring you on a journey that's all about being brave, experiencing the world, and feeling truly alive. My travels have been one hell of an adventure so far, but last summer, I bought an old Land Rover Defender and converted it into an off-road expedition truck. I now wander around the world and live in my 4x4. Hit subscribe to join my adventure crew and watch real raw travel videos every week.
I think everybody's almost ready. Let's go.
We're attempting to climb Mount Vinson, the tallest mountain in Antarctica. We started our climb from the base camp of the mountain, and progressing towards the summit, we made it to low camp and then climbed a 1,000-meter steep slope towards high camp. Beyond high camp, there's just the summit. We're going to be going up to high camp, which is up that mountain. It's pretty high up. High camp is as remote as it gets. Perched on the side of Mount Vinson at 3,800 meters in altitude, it looks like a tiny grain of sand in an endless sea of snow. There's nothing here, no comforts, no luxuries, not even any permanent human settlements for thousands of miles in every direction.
High camp tomorrow, wind southwest 40 and 45.
They predicted a storm tonight.
Tomorrow's supposed to be much windier here.
Yep.
Significantly windier here.
So, we are at the high camp of the tallest mountain in Antarctica, just a few hours before the summit. It's pretty harsh weather out here, pretty windy, very, very cold, extremely hostile environment. And there's a storm predicted to be coming in just a couple of hours. That's going to last about 36 hours with 60-mile-per-hour winds, which is pretty deadly. It's serious. This is the real thing. Really exaggerating. So what we're trying to do right now is prepare our camp, our tents, so they don't blow away. Just kind of hunker down and get ready for what's to come. You think this is going to help us at all?
I hope so. They say 50-knot wind, so
That's pretty wild.
This works.
It's a tiny little fortification. So these snow ice blocks should help us fortify our tents. So we're going to put them all around our tents so that snow doesn't penetrate wind inside.
Feeling good.
So you might be wondering, what on earth are you guys doing here in such a massive storm? Well, the plan is to climb Mount Vinson, the tallest mountain in Antarctica, in 2 days when the storm passes. So we're kind of waiting it out. A whole bunch of people have left, but we're gonna stay here and we're gonna try and do it. Right, Kristen? We're gonna try and do it. So for the next 36 hours, it's storm time. Survival mode. We got some snacks from the people who left. They felt really sorry for us, so they left whatever they could, including butterscotch. So much snow. I could use like a mini shovel or something to get all the snow out. This is my bowl, by the way. Here's the thing about Antarctica. Unless it's inside your sleeping bag or on your body, it will freeze. Like this tissue that I would very much like to use now. It has been used already, but we don't have many tissues, so we kind of have to reuse them. It's very crunchy from the frost. Oh God, cold. This really makes you appreciate the fact that, like, out there in the civilized world, you can just get tissues anytime. And they're soft and dry and warm. It really makes you appreciate the very little things. All right, and now we wait.
It struck me just how different this was, you know, experiencing a storm while inside a tent. We're so used to having the protection of 4 brick walls around us. When that falls away, that's when you realize just how tiny you are. An insignificant speck of dust in a powerful, wild world.
The wind has been picking up all evening, and it's just battering the tent with no mercy. And I know that the tent is sturdy, and I know that we are safe here. I know that on a rational level. But just winds of this power, like crashing against your only tiny little shelter in the middle of Antarctica, it just awakes something instinctive, primal inside you. And it's difficult not to feel a bit concerned and worried. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to fall asleep with this amount of noise and general violence of the forces of nature. It's crazy to think just how remote we are right now.
We tried to sleep, we tried to stay calm, but then we realized that our tent was rolling up dangerously, which meant only one thing. Some of the pegs we used to anchor our tent must have been torn away by the storm. Garrett!
No way.
Garrett! Garrett!
Not good.
Garrett! Garrett!
We need help! The anchor's out.
But I think it's really dangerous.
But I think it'd be more dangerous to stay in here, though. I feel like this thing is gonna blow. Let me just put on my gloves. God, it's only gonna get worse though. Garrett! Ed! Oh fuck, the tent has blown away. Look at that. The kitchen tent has blown away. Has it? Yeah. Fuck, it was there, look. It's not there anymore. So our kitchen tent has blown away.
So we lost our vestibule.
We lost our vestibule and we might lose our fly. So, wow, this is serious. This is pretty serious. We lost our vestibule! How's your tent? Okay, quick update on the situation. So went outside. We fixed our tent temporarily. Our neighbor's tent was also blowing off, so we fixed that. Built a stronger fortification. I didn't bring the GoPro for obvious reasons. It's a bit hardcore out there. But the kitchen tent, which is where we have our food and drinks, has totally blown away. So I'm not really sure what we're gonna do. It's 1 a.m. here. I know it doesn't look like here because it's 24/7 daylight in Antarctica right now. But without a kitchen tent, it's a bit difficult to continue the expedition. So I guess we'll see in the morning. Hopefully this holds for now. I don't think it's possible to fall asleep in these conditions. And the creepiest thing is when everything just goes silent for a moment, you know, the wind stops and then it's eerily quiet and then boom, there's like a new gust of wind that hits the whole structure of the tent again, and it just feels like everything's about to blow away. Moments like this when it really feels like the mountain just wants you off of it. I have a feeling we're gonna have to evacuate and abort mission in the morning. For now, I'm gonna try and get some rest.
Didn't get that much better. A couple of the tent pegs blew away again. So during a small break in the storm, I had to go outside again to reattach them. Not a fun time. Eventually, I drifted off into some sort of half-sleep, still opening my eyes at every powerful gust of wind, but not quite fully there. In the next few hours, the storm finally receded, but we had some serious losses. Well, that was pretty much a sleepless night. Oh. I need some time this morning to gather myself. The plan is to wait it out another day and see if there's a better weather window in 2 days to summit. It's not meant to be as crazy and as windy as last night, thank God. But we are not quite ready to pull the plug on the expedition yet. Give it 24 more hours. In the meantime, I just need to get my shit together because I feel like I don't even know. I feel like a quarter of a human being right now. I'm so drained. And with our kitchen tent gone, we're not really sure what's going to happen with breakfast and meals, but I'm sure the guides will figure something out. Well, this is my pre-breakfast, consisting of dried fruit and nuts and espresso beans covered in chocolate. It's a good start. We don't have too many snacks left, so we kind of got a ration. Well, overnight, my bowl has filled up, not with magical, delicious food, but with snow. So I gotta scrub it off before getting my portion of oatmeal for the day. This really makes me appreciate clean cutlery, bowls and plates that aren't just frozen with ice and snow. I feel like this whole lesson, I feel like this entire trip is just a huge lesson in appreciation of everything. Okay, so since our kitchen blew away completely, let me show you. This is where it was. This was actually our kitchen and our dining room. That's gone somewhere on the glacier, somewhere in Antarctica. Our guides, Garrett and Ed, had to find an alternative solution to hot water, boiling hot water and making food, and this is what they've come up with. How's it going? So where do you think the kitchen tent ended up?
Very strong. Somewhere in the Pacific. We took it down last night, packed it away.
Sure. So here we've got
bacon going this morning. Anybody wants some bacon?
Bacon. Here's some oatmeal.
Oatmeal, palm syrup, strawberry jam.
Wow, hot water over there. All right. This is a pretty good alternative solution. There's a whole separate video about the rest of our climb to the summit of Mount Vinson, but I wanted to share this specific experience with you because it lit something inside of me. There was a very short, very brief, but very real moment during that night when I felt like it might be my last. And I guess, logically speaking, I should look back on that experience and tell myself never again. But instead, I knew I want more of this in my life. Because in some strange, twisted way, it's the obstacles that make you appreciate the easy path, the dark times that reveal your strength, the close brushes with fate that make you feel truly alive.